ESPN 1063.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Today, we separate the pretenders from the contenders. Let's ride.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good Pete. It's your boy Theo Dorsey. It's a feel-good Friday, a football Friday here on Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3. As always, you can stream us live on the ESPN South Florida app. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at ESPN South Florida to see our pretty faces. Or tell your smart speaker to play ESPN 106.3. It wasn't a thriller. It wasn't a highlight factory. But it was an enjoyable Thursday Night Football last night. The Patriots getting the win over the Jets, 27-14. I would say I was right in saying that it was fun. It was a fun watch, but CCAT, you were right in saying it'll be really close to the line. And you're on the other side of the glass on the ones and the twos. And can we at least see that like we both were right?
No, the only reason you think it was a fun watch is because you have Drake May and Travion Henderson on your fantasy team. That's the only reason why it was a fun watch.
Who am I playing this week though? Because it's not like
You're playing me.
Okay. I'm sorry. That you know what? That did make things better because as I was watching that game, I'm like, damn, how many touchdowns is Travion Henderson gonna score? And then I saw
number one.
And I was like, all right, well, that's good. That's pretty good from a rookie running back.
Whenever you
start
one touchdown, it's like, all right, we're good. I don't have to worry about you anymore.
You are no longer a problem.
Exactly. You've carried your weight.
When a player scores one touchdown for you in fantasy football, it's almost like when your child graduates high school.
You did your job. It's
like, all right, well, you know what? Hey, that is a pretty decent benchmark. I'm not going to have to like stay up late at night worrying about you. There's going to be some other things, some other issues, but you're pretty safe. And then I keep watching, and I'm like, well, what the hell?
Number two.
Travion, you have never done this before. Are you doing this only because I'm going up against CCAT? That's what I start to wonder. When he gets a second touchdown, what's that the equivalent of? Is that like when it's got to be like almost like when your kid gets off to get married.
Yeah, I was thinking graduating with honors from college. Like, it's still a 4-year degree, but you went above and beyond with that 4-year degree.
That's kind of true. Graduating with honors, some job prospects out there. You know, at the very least, they won't start living at your home. Now, you know that there's still a few years after graduation, that job might go haywire. They might end up coming back with you for a little bit. But at the very least, you're going to get 2 or 3 more years of them outside of your grasp, somebody else's issue. You're feeling pretty solid. 2 touchdowns. You know what? You've done enough. Daddy's proud. But then Travion said I wasn't done.
Number three.
Tutties?
He paid off your house. He said, thanks, Dad, for all you've done for me. You know that mortgage that you're paying?
Yeah.
No longer. Here's the paperwork or something I always see in heartwarming videos.
That was beautiful. And I teared up, man. I cried. I will say. Like it was like when Micah Parsons to start this year after he got the contract extension paid off his mama's house. Like that's what Travion Henderson did for you boy last night. By the way, the uniforms, the rivalry uniforms or whatever they want to call it, the alternates that the Patriots had on last night. I've never really seen Patriots gear that made me kind of gasp a little bit like, oh, it's kind of saucy. It's kind of flavor. There's some flavor to that. I think they should that should be their permanent alternates. They should go to that probably at least once or twice a year. Beautiful stuff. How you feel about it? It's like cool gray.
Yeah, it is cool gray. It didn't scream Patriots for me at all.
It didn't.
No.
And that's but to be honest with you, that's refreshing.
I like my football teams not looking and representing their football teams?
Well, the Patriots have very little aura to me. Like their traditional branding, their uniforms in general, they lack pizzazz. They lack a lot of like motion. So like if this was their new wave, I would be all for it. If this was the new branding, a re-roll of what the Patriots are, I would be all for it. I think it looks absolutely pristine. There's a cool factor to it. And now that you have a new quarterback, a franchise quarterback, a new face of your franchise, why not change to something different?
Yeah,
it's stuffy.
I
Their
guess
old
that
unis
is
are
when
stuffy.
you have a new era, so you do have a new look for that new era in the Drake May time. It appears we are here. Like, this is it. already in year 2, Drake May has stepped upon the scene and proved he'll be here for years to come.
25 for 34 last night, 281 yards, a touchdown, 83.3 QBR. And honestly, I think he started off the game with like 10 straight completions again. He keeps doing that. He keeps doing that. He's very conscious about his decision making. He does take one too many sacks here and there. He only took one last night, but he is careful with the football. He's accurate. He's a threat with his legs. As he didn't do much of it last night, but he typically does. And he's a baller, man. Drake May is going to be a top 5, top 7 quarterback in this league over the next 10 years. And the Patriots definitely have one. They improved to 9-2 last night. The Jets dropped to 2-8. And all across the NFL now, everybody's looking around and they're starting to say, okay, it was cute at first. And then it became a little threatening. And now the Patriots are actually 9-2. They right now hold the 1 seed in the AFC. They right now are 3 wins ahead of the Buffalo Bills in the AFC East. And worst of all, C-Cat, I think the easiest strength of schedule over the rest of the season. There's a real possibility. And you might be paying off my house as well.
Wow. I don't think so about that. They probably would have run in the top 10. Well, no,
of the
AFC.
What? Think about the AFC. 1 seed is crazy. 1 seed would have been a crazy prediction about the Patriots this year.
That's true. I guess Ravens, you would assume be up there. Chiefs, you assume be up there. Bills, you would assume be up there.
The Bengals had shorter odds. The Chargers had shorter odds for that. I'm sure the Broncos did as well. You would be better off naming teams that had longer odds than the Patriots to be the 1 seed. Because, the odds for them to even win their own division would have been steep because of what the Bills have been over the past 6 years or so. So I'm not saying this for dramatic effect. I'm saying this more so to say I think some people are going to look at the standings and see Patriots on top. And if you're a casual football watcher, you might think, oh, kind of makes sense. No. There was a chance they could have finished last in their division. That was not a laughable prediction about the Patriots. And right now they're positioned to maybe be a 3-loss team. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, there was a point.
Don't say it.
Was there a point week 3 where we were
it.
saying the team that loses this Patriots-Dolphins game, Patriots-Jets game, I forget which.
It was Patriots-Dolphins.
Patriots-Dolphins will be the last place team in the AFC East, and it wasn't me who said that. I think it was you.
Here's the thing about that.
The inside track for that number 1 pick?
Yeah, it was the second week of the season. That one of the two of us said that. And that was a close game. It was 33-27 Patriots at Hard Rock Stadium. And I said whoever loses this game has the inside track at the number 1 pick. And C-Cat, I was right.
Wow.
I still was right.
That's true. It had massive ripple effect, and it jump-started that Patriot season to see where they are today.
That's kind of crazy. Because even after that game, they dropped the next one to the Steelers. So the Patriots started 1-2. They lost the season opener against the Raiders, and that's why I was a little bit out on the Pats because, of course, the Raiders stink. Then they dropped the next one against Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers, and they have not lost since. They beat the Panthers. They beat the Bills on the road. They beat the Saints in the Superdome. They did what everybody does and beats the Titans. They beat the Browns, the Falcons they beat last week because of a missed extra point. And then they get the win over the Buccaneers, which felt real. And then they kind of have their way with. They control the flow of the game against the Jets last night. So 7 straight wins for the Patriots. It is time now for us to take them actually serious. The question, though, is, are we taking them serious as a good football team, or are we saying that because they have the 1 seed, they can actually be a championship contender in the NFL? C-Cat, Cam Newton went on First Take today, and he upset the good people of the New England area because the former Patriots quarterback, who had an unceremonious departure from the Pats on the back end of his career, he had an interesting choice of words to describe what the Patriots are this season. It wasn't that they are feisty. It wasn't like we say in the theoretically speaking Teddy Tears that they were scrappy dogs. Cam Newton called them fool's gold. Fool's gold.
Just you might buy in that stock now, but it will crater you if you long-term hold.
Them's are fighting words. Those I understand why the Patriots fans and the Boston media are mad at Cam for that. Them's are fighting words because it does feel disrespectful to the ear. To the ear, it feels disrespectful. But to the actual mind, to the football mind, this is not our first time seeing something like this. It also, if you may, a bout with the Jets on a short week is not the kind of outcome that should have you hand over fist throwing money on top of the Patriots when we talk about them contending for a Super Bowl. So I will say Cam Newton calling the Patriots fool's gold feels a little heavy-handed, and it might be slightly personal, but it's definitively not it's not erroneous in its nature. Maybe in the verbiage, he could have been nicer, but he's on TV, and you know how people get when they're on TV. What I will say is, if they're not fool's gold, you show me where in their resume that makes you feel like they are a validated football team at the top of the. Like if this was if we were the CFB selection committee, and we were sitting in a room, and we were trying to rank AFC teams, of course, record comes into play, but one of the metrics they use is strength of record. And CK, is there any strength in their 9-2 record to your football eye?
They've got one good win. They've got two good wins.
Yeah.
They got the Bills and they've got the Buccaneers.
The Bills and the Bucs, and they did both of those on the road. Now the Buccaneers are riddled with injury, but the Buccaneers they've shown time and time again that they can win despite those injuries.
Yeah, certainly
so. It's not an excuse. And they got the job done. And then against the Bills, that shocked everybody. You know, that was at Orchid Park.
Yeah, that was the welcome to taking you seriously situation right there.
Yeah, yeah. And the issue is they haven't had many other opportunities to prove themselves outside of that. The Saints, the Titans, the Browns, the Falcons, the Jets, you're not gleaming much from that. Now, the Patriots do have a chance to prove themselves on the back end of the season, right? Not these next couple of games, because you got the Bengals and you got the Giants, so you get two more walkovers. We could be talking about an 11-2 Pats team. But after that, Patriots are home to the Bills, who are going to need that game. They're at the Baltimore Ravens, who are also going to need that game in their traditional power. That's two traditional powers in the AFC. Can you sweep the Buffalo Bills? Can you sweep them after they've had such dominance over this division? Can you beat a desperate Lamar Jackson? Those are going to be great tests. And then you finish out the season with the Jets and the Dolphins again. So, like, the path is there. They can lose both of those games and still have the 1 seed in the AFC. That's kind of crazy.
It is kind of crazy. And then you kind of ask, okay, are they going to be the betting favorite to win the AFC?
Uh-oh.
Even if they do have the formulaic easiest path to winning the AFC, where it will have to go through Foxborough, and they'll get the first round bye, and they'll get the lower of the seeds that advance to take on them, would the New England Patriots, with all things going right for them, still be considered and respected as their seed would dictate?
No.
Not at all. I don't think so
close.
either. I think if you put the Ravens in, you sneak them in as a 7 seed, or I guess they would have won the division, so they would be higher up. But Ravens would have better or shorter odds, as with the Chiefs, and honestly, as with the Bills.
Yeah. I think they can sweep the Bills in the regular season, and the Bills will still have shorter odds to win the AFC in the playoffs if they still make it.
Yeah, we just haven't seen Drake May play playoff football. It hasn't been afforded him yet, and we have seen Josh Allen play pretty good playoff football.
And to be honest with you, like, it is extremely helpful for the Patriots that they have this seemingly this yellow brick road to the postseason, like that they have this schedule littered with the bottom dwellers of the NFL to get to the postseason. So that's gonna bolster their record up a little bit, but you have to give them credit for winning the football games. Because you know who doesn't win those kind of games? The Bills. You know who doesn't win those kind of games? The Bengals. And they've had similar type opponents take them down in the past couple of seasons that have ticked away at their record. The Bills seem like they do it twice a year. And that's what the initial Patriots-Bills, contest felt like. It felt like, oh, this is the time where the early in the season, Josh Allen has an off game. Things are wacky. The defense allows a couple of big plays, and here they go again. The Bills drop one that they shouldn't have, and that's going to be the reason why they're not the 1 seed. But now it might be the reason why the Patriots are the 1 seed, and that's absolutely strange.
Yeah, we are quickly into the second half of this football season to where there are no longer flashes in the pan. I think there's enough body of work, even though you have 2 core wins and then maybe the rest aren't anything to write home about. They weren't slip-ups, though.
No.
So, yeah, I think it's substantive, and I think it's real what the Patriots are doing.
You know who I think is not real? Is essentially what Cam Newton called fool's gold, but actually, it's the Denver Broncos. It's the Denver Broncos who are going to face the Kansas City Chiefs this weekend with a chance to prove it. Like, this is a real prove-it game for Denver, not just for that defense that has been stout and they have delivered week in and week out. They travel. They play well at the Mile High Stadium. And, of course, they've been playing well even with the absence lately of Pat Surtain, the defending Defensive Player of the Year. This is a prove-it game for Sean Payton and Bo Nix as the Broncos, who are 8-2, are going to be hosting the Chiefs, who are 5-4, who need a win, and the Broncos rarely ever lose at home. The Broncos have won their last 10 home games. The Chiefs, week in and week out this year, especially since they lost their rookie left tackle to family issues, and they're coming out of a bye week. You know how good Andy Reid is out of a bye, but you got to be able to protect against this Broncos team. Denver, over the past 2 years combined, has 30-plus more sacks than the next team in the NFL. They don't just lead the league in sacks. They are demonstratively the best team in getting after the passer, and those are the kind of games in which we've seen Mahomes struggle when he can't be protected from the tackles. So this is like, it is all set up right here for Bo Nix and the offense to do just enough. As we already know, the Broncos' pass defense is likely going to give the Chiefs fits, and they have a lot to prove this weekend. Now, if the Broncos have the better record and the Broncos have home field advantage, CCAD, you would assume the Broncos also are the betting favorite for that game.
Well, are they?
They're not. And I think that therein lies the reason why I say the Broncos feel more fool's gold than what the New England Patriots are, is despite the Broncos' record feeling a little bit more battle-tested, the Broncos are 3.5-point dogs at home against the Chiefs, and it's going to be at the 4:25 kickoff. There's going to be a lot of eyes on that game, and there's going to be a lot of eyes on that offense. Bo Nix has been erratic. Bo Nix has put up a lot of his stats and points in garbage time, and sometimes that's worked out for him, like in the Giants game where the Broncos rally back in the fourth quarter. But other times it's just him padding on the stats and making a season look prettier. That has actually been a season that a lot of cats would be out here calling for the future of his job had it not been for how elite that defense has been, and had it not been for the fact that they've found a way to win at the end of these games. They're 8-2. They're doing what the Chiefs did all last season. But Bo Nix has a lot of answers, a lot of questions to answer on Sunday. And I think that that's the team, if we're going to look at any of them in the NFL right now where their record is fool's gold, that is the team I would have my eye on. The Steelers, I think, is an obvious choice, but it feels like that's starting to fade away anyways.
Yeah, the secret's out.
Yeah. But the Broncos, who are 8-2, that's the team that I feel like is most fool's gold. And I think we're going to learn a lot about them this weekend.
Coming into this week, so before last night, the Broncos were tied for the NFL's best record at 8-2. And they also somehow led the league in punts.
Crazy.
Unsuccessful drives. Drives that didn't get you anywhere close to scoring any points. The Broncos had more of those drives than anyone else in the NFL, despite winning more games than almost anyone in the NFL. It doesn't make any sense, and something's got to give, and I'm comfortable in saying it's fake.
Yeah. It just doesn't feel real at all. They had a chance to prove their efficacy against a team like the Raiders on, what was that, Thursday night?
Yeah,
that was the last Thursday night stinker.
They could have done exactly what the Patriots did last night to the Jets.
That's what the Patriots did to the Jets this Thursday night is what, if you are a serious team, the Broncos should have done to the Raiders last Thursday night. No excuses. Same short week, same divisional familiarity, same difference in level of competency between the two teams, but you didn't have the juice. And specifically, you didn't have the juice on offense. And that's where I worry the most with the Broncos.
Game was at home, too. No excuse there for the Broncos last week.
No excuse. And if you look at their wins, you had the weird, wacky 13-11 win against the Jets in London, where literally the Jets felt like they kept on trying to deliver the game on a silver platter, and Nixon, the Broncos offense, kept giving it right back. That was a stinky one. You have the Cowboys game where they put 44 up on them boys, and a lot of that was like the Cowboys offense was just, they felt neutered by the Denver defense. But you have to give credit because that's the game in which Pat Surtain actually went down, and you thought early on, oh my God, that could spell terribly for the Broncos, but they found a way to win. You had the struggle bus game against the Texans, 18-15, where Bo Nix came out of it saying, well, what do you expect when I'm going against the best defense in the league? No. The best defense in the league is wearing orange and blue. You know, when your defense is top 3, you don't go around talking about other defenses at the top in the league. No. That's the best unit in the league because they've been carrying your ass. That was kind of crazy to me to hear him say that. And then you have the Raiders game. I think the Chiefs can make a statement, but I think if you're the Denver Broncos and you want me to feel like you're not fool's gold, you gotta do something at the Mile High this weekend. All eyes on you.
Are we past the point of considering the Colts for this award as fool's gold?
I think the Colts are what they are. I think the Colts are the best team in the AFC South. They have a good defense. They have an elite, a near elite level offense, but they are going to be limited at quarterback at certain points.
Best AFC South team is being JV MVP.
Hey, come on, man. It's worth something.
It's worth a playoff spot.
It's worth a playoff spot, and I mean they're 8-2. They went and got Sauce Gardner. Sauce is going to be good for them. Come on, man. Like if the Colts face the Ravens, the Bills, or the Chiefs in the playoffs, who's going to be able to stomach putting money down on Indianapolis?
I don't think many people. They have the best point differential in the AFC right now. Those Indianapolis Colts.
Plus 115. Undefeated at home, too. So we'll see if they get home field advantage.
Best in the NFL. Better than any NFC team, too.
Wow. Now, they're killing it, man. Like, the Colts are I'm not ready to rule on the Colts yet. It's kind of strange.
I just want to avoid talking about them.
Yeah.
Because I was so down on them when they started the season off hot that I'm just going to abstain until they lose in the first round.
Yeah,
I was telling you all along.
Exactly.
Even though I didn't say the word Colts the entire month of November, December, or January.
We're just hedging. We're just hedging right now. It's like you don't talk about them, therefore you don't look stupid if they do right. And when they don't do right, that was your confirmation.
Hey, Culligan man.
Oh, that's my confirmation. That's it right there. Whenever I hear that,
Hey, Culligan man.
I know what's good because when you walk into my home, you realize that Culligan water is powering the Dorsey abode. It is a beautiful thing to know that your water is perfectly fine to drink. It's a beautiful thing to know that the water coming out of your shower is not going to be harmful to your body or your skin or your hair. It's not going to leave mineral residue on your shower doors that you struggle to wipe off. It's not going to eat away at your hot water heater because of the way in which the minerals from hard water build up on the heating element. There's so many issues that happen when you have hard water in your home, and all those issues can be resolved with one call. Really just hop online, Culligan.com. Culligan Water is here for you, and they are here to stay. They service all of the nation, but they are specifically targeting South Florida right now to help you out with your water. Why so? Florida has some of the worst water in all of the nation, especially drinking water. You don't want to get it straight from the source here. You want to get Culligan in your crib today, have them test your water for free, and tell you exactly how they can help you. I have a reverse osmosis system installed right under my sink. It's out of the way. And it literally accentuates so many parts of our life. The water we cook with, the water we drink, the water and the ice that comes out of my fridge, all runs through that reverse osmosis system. All of it purified for my drinking delight. Culligan.com. Go online today, get your free water test, tell them I sent you, and you will be amazed at the results. They also now have options for 12 months, zero interest financing. CulliganWater.com. Tap in.
Hey, Culligan man.
Yes, Cat man. I'm not going to be barking for or against those Colts, but I will continue to tell you this. Jonathan Taylor, serious MVP candidate. Are you at least with me on that?
No.
What?
I'm not.
You saw Daniel Jones sputter, and you've seen Jonathan Taylor continue to play at an elite level. He's been the best player in the NFL this year so far.
He's been the most productive player
Right.
in the NFL this year.
I think that's what matters. You want are you
No.
playing for production, or are you playing for like
I mean,
for
he's
potential?
the best fantasy football player in the NFL this year.
I mean, it's working on the field.
But I think that you could have taken
don't do it.
5 or 6 or 7 different running backs, and you would have maybe 90% of what he's doing.
Maybe. And it's a threat of Jonathan Taylor that opens up the pass game for the Indianapolis Colts. 15 touchdowns on the ground, by the way.
Having a great year.
15 touchdowns on the ground. He's got 2 through the air. That's 17 total touchdowns. The only running back in the league right now above 1,000 yards, and it's 1,100 yards so far. Like, the dude is on pace to break records, and you're still hating.
He has a quarterback award. I think we all.
It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, I'm just playing by their rules.
Yeah.
Like, we've seen great running back performances, and they have not been rewarded with MVP. We've seen good wide receiver performances, season-long performances. Antonio Brown probably had the best case for an MVP nod from a receiver than we've had in the past 15 years. He didn't sniff that award.
But it's happened before. Like, Adrian Peterson did it.
Yeah.
Why can't he just be the next Adrian Peterson?
In standard definition. Like, there was no high def, no 3D.
So you're saying now that we can see the players better,
I'm saying that was so long ago.
Yeah.
That's how long that was.
how long ago was that? How long ago was the Adrian Peterson MVP campaign at this
If I
point?
were to guess 2012.
I think 2012 is the year that people come because he came back from the injury. So how many years is that?
That's damn near 13 years.
So we can have another one. We could be like, this is the first non-quarterback to win the award in 13 years. He could be a trailblazer. He can reopen that award to more players. Why? We should want this.
Yeah, all this can happen, but it's not going to happen.
I blame Dan Orlovsky.
Yeah.
He's probably already submitted his MVP ballot. Check and see who the last person he was that said should win MVP, and I bet you he's already submitted his vote.
Well, after last night's performance, or after last night's score, if you didn't watch the game, you probably wanted to have said Drake May, but it wasn't that flashy of a Drake May game, to be honest.
Nah,
He did what was necessary to win.
You know, I think he has the shortest odds for MVP right now.
Really? Let me double check that for you.
It's kind of crazy to me. I believe so. Last time I checked, Drake May was the leader in the clubhouse to win the MVP. That feels very reactionary. That feels very hopeful.
Yeah, he is just a hair above Matt Stafford. Drake May plus 240, Stafford plus 260. If you had to vote for one of those two guys and everyone else was taken off the board, who would you vote, not predict?
It's Stafford.
I would too.
Stafford has played 2 fewer games than Drake May. He has 5 more touchdowns, 3 fewer interceptions, and he's taken 20 less sacks. Stafford, I mean, it's ridiculous, but you know what it is? It's the hype train. It's everybody they love the new product. They love to see a new face on the scene. And Drake May also, to his credit, he's an electric watch. He's an overall good dude. He comes from a family of athletes. He probably does things the right way. The media absolutely worships this dude.
And also for Drake May, I think that Matt Stafford has more help. Like Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua. I believe they still have that tight end with them. The Rams do.
They got Kobe Parkinson, Terrence Ferguson.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, I mean, I think that the skill weapons are better, and the probable offensive-minded head coach McVay,
Yeah,
I trust a little bit more than Vrabel and the skill weapons around Drake May.
right. And we can't give Stafford credit for doing it at 37 years old. You don't get a bump for that.
You can implicitly, though.
I mean, do you? Because you also Drake May gets the implicit. Oh, he's new, he's young, he's fresh. He gets that bump.
I've
and
never
Stafford
voted
gets
for
the old
Drake
guy
May
bump.
before. Like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Stafford gets the
Legacy Award.
You know, this is spending 10 years in Detroit award.
He does deserve one MVP.
Yeah, like, you know what? That's your reparation.
I think this should be the Stafford, and this comes from a Mahomes guy. I think this should be the Stafford MVP season. He's got to finish the job.
His numbers are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, just not putting the ball in harm's way. He had 3 consecutive games of 4 touchdowns or more and no interceptions.
Yes. And sure, he's got Devontae Adams. He's got Puka Nacua. But he still is delivering the ball to them, and teams know what they want to do, and he's still getting it done. Give Matt Stafford the MVP award. I'm starting the campaign today. Why are we even playing around? If they give it to Drake May, I'm going to cry. I don't even know if that's a good threat or not, but if they do. Later on. I don't think they would even notice. Todd Fleming joining us later on today, CK.
Yes, a recurring guest.
It's going to be a little who missed the cut. Todd Fleming is the tournament director, the CEO of the Cognizant Classic in the Palm Beaches. Pulling up on us to talk a little who missed the cut, talk about the tournament. Also, today we have an interesting position we're going to shine a light on, not running back or quarterback. So stay tuned for that. Stay locked in as the PGA Tour comes back to Palm Beach County. The Cognizant Classic in the Palm Beaches returns to PGA National Resort and Spa February 25th. February 25th, it kicks off, wraps up March 1st here of next year. You're going to watch PGA Tour players take on the Bear Trap, one of the toughest stretches in all of golf, all while enjoying elevated fan activities around every corner. We should have a big bear mascot out there.
Well, they have the statue.
I'm saying a mascot like a person in a bear suit.
Yeah. All right.
To like entertain the crowd. I'm gonna pitch the idea to Todd, see what he thinks.
Okay.
Tickets for the 2026 tournament are on sale right now. So you can visit the cognizantclassic.com to check out the ticket options for every golf fan. If you want a more upgraded experience, check out the premium hospitality areas like the Shoreline Suites and the 1909 Terrace. Maybe you're looking for something lighter, a little more energy. Purchase tickets to my spot, my area. The Bear Trap, overlooking the iconic 17th hole, is going to have beer, wine, and soft drinks included. Might even have a bear. Matter of fact, if you see a bear mascot there, it's probably me. But I'm not, when you're the mascot, you're not allowed to say you're the mascot.
I wonder how it works with security. Could I just wear, just as a paying customer, show up in the costume?
You probably got to carry the costume in a bag or something. I feel like if you're wearing the costume, that'd be like red flag you probably.
I'll do the metal detector.
Right, but it'd be like kind of.
It'd be hot. It'd be sweaty.
Yeah, it'd be a little hot. But I wonder, it's not against the rules to show up in a bear.
Yeah, that's true. We see in golf events people dress up as like those big bananas sometimes.
I've never seen that.
You're not watching enough golf.
Well, tickets are on sale now at thecognizantclassic.com for you to watch more golf in person. That is thecognizantclassic.com. I guess I don't watch enough golf. People show up in banana suits. Do they do the little dance like Family Guy? Peanut butter jelly?
No, you're showing your age.
All right. Well, I'll show you more takes on Theoretically Speaking next on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
That's like a thing at any fan sporting event. Like the banana costume is really cheap and easy to bring, so sometimes you'll have
Kia of West Palm Beach, where we're changing the game. No pushy salespeople, just friendly product specialists on salary, ready to help you find your perfect Kia. During the Kia season,
it's not really such a thing, but sometimes you'll have 5 lads just kill a couple of pints.
We even put the factory invoice right on the windshield so you can see exactly what you're saving. No back and forth, just one manager from start to finish for a smooth, easy process. We'll handle your paperwork, transfer your tag and insurance, and even schedule a post-delivery review to walk you through your new features on your time. Can't make it in? We'll bring the test drive to you. So don't wait. Visit Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach today. No hassle, no pressure, just the perfect car for you. Online at GreenwayKiaWestPalmBeach.com.
We want to see ya in a Greenway Kia.
With approval through KF8 stock number SG005991. MSRP $45,235 plus tax, tag, and $9.99 admin fee. Discount includes all Kia factory rebates to dealer. Offers don't combine. Expires 1/5/26.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. You see that new welcome offer? Bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if you win. I think we got to jump on this.
What's John Daly think?
I think you got to grip it and rip it.
Grip it?
And rip it.
Hard Rock Bet Sportsbook. Roll with us. New players bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. Payable in bonus bets. Not a cash offer. Offered by Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Celebrate the most wonderful time of the year at the Gardens Mall. Santa has arrived and is available for photos during all mall hours now through December 24th. Make a reservation today at whereissanta.com. Don't forget to swing by the Kids Corner Holiday Shop to let the kiddos pick out gifts for their favorite people. All proceeds benefit the Arc of Palm Beach County. For your shopping convenience, the Gardens Mall will be extending their hours during the holiday season. Visit thegardensmall.com for the full schedule.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining built Ford tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Racetrack is proud to support our local high school football teams. Whether it's Friday night lights or tailgate parties, Racetrack has whatever gets you going to fuel all the gridiron excitement this fall. Grab your favorite snacks, crispy chips, delicious Nathan's hot dogs, sweet treats, or our house-made pizza slices. Don't forget to quench your thirst with a variety of ice-cold drinks. Racetrack, your one-stop shop to fuel your football Fridays.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Find what you love what you find at Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. Spirits and beer, thousands of wines, guides in the know, and prices so low, it just might blow your mind. You're gonna find what you love and love what you find.
With curbside pickup and delivery available, you'll always find what you love, only at Total Wine & More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Hi, I'm Michael Manzo, owner and founder of Manzo's Italian Deli, and I...
Stop, Dad. After 20 years, people are tired of hearing your voice.
Yeah, and your lame-ass commercials.
Fresh prosciutto, mozzarella, outstanding.
Oh, please.
There's only one reason Manzo's is voted #1 deli in Palm Beach County for 20 years. Our mother.
She makes sure you prepare everything from scratch using only the freshest ingredients.
Mansour's Italian Deli is located on Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, right next to Rain Dancers.
Is that a strip club?
No, it's a steakhouse. Mansour's is open weekdays from 8 to 5 and offers free delivery. So stop by or call 697-9411. That's 697-9411.
We also specialize in hot and cold catering for corporate functions and special events.
Just ask anyone who was at my last birthday party.
Touchdown! Racetrack is proud to support our local high school football teams. Whether it's Friday night lights or tailgate parties, Racetrack has whatever gets you going to fuel all the gridiron excitement this fall. Grab your favorite snacks, crispy chips, delicious Nathan's hot dogs, sweet treats, or our house-made pizza slices. Don't forget to quench your thirst with a variety of ice-cold drinks. Racetrack, your one-stop shop to fuel your football Fridays.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Brought to you by FDOT.
Time now for the coolest moment of the week. Presented by EDS Air Conditioning and Plumbing. EDS is yes.
From Better Days, Monday night at Kaseya Center, the Heat were tied. The Heat didn't want to be tied anymore, and so Eric Spoelstra drew up a play for Andrew Wiggins at their win.
The lob for Wiggins. He did it! The Heat win it! A spectacular finish for Miami.
That Andrew Wiggins at the rim, and that call, courtesy of Eric Reed from FanDuel Sports Network. The game winner, 140-138 in overtime. Chris Quinn on the bench helped actually draw it up. Eric Spoelstra called the play, and the Heat get the win. They lost to the Cavs on Wednesday, but that was your EDS Air Conditioning and Plumbing coolest moment of the week.
These Heat real? Like, I was really jazzed up to see them sweep the Cavs in that 2-game swing, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah. What do you mean? Is Wiggins real?
No, the Heat.
Oh, is this real? Yeah, it still is. That was the Heat had that second game wrapped up, and similar to Friday night when they took the foot off the pedal against the Hornets. That happens in an 82-game season. They let up a little bit. The Cavs, two-way players and 10-day players are playing for playing time. They're playing for minutes. They're playing for their next contract. They were hungrier, and they fought back in the fourth quarter, and the Heat let one slip away. That is why you can't take your foot off the pedal, especially against pesky teams, especially with as prolific as the three-point shot is in the NBA. The Heat also turned the ball over an uncharacteristic amount of times. It was just a bad game. Bad loss.
All right.
But they're a
fine.
good team.
We got a Heat game tonight. They're at MSG against the Knicks on ESPN 106.3 at 7 o'clock.
Come on now. All you can Heat with Theo Dorsey, presented by Robin Hood. Going to recap the week this weekend, so make sure you have the app or you are subscribed on YouTube so you can catch me recapping how these things go. But, yeah, no Jalen Brunson tonight. No Tyler Hero, no Bam Adebayo. So a lot of the stars are sitting, but Norm Powell is a go. You got a lot of guys. Andrew Wiggins, who has been I mean, he's been like the second best player because he's always so consistent. He's been the second best player for the Heat all year.
He got a
Maybe
list.
The best.
The Heat got to list Terry Rozier on their injury report.
It's kind of weird. You're looking at
like, oh, Bam has a bad toe. Dang. Jalen Brunson out with the ankle. And Terry Rozier, he got arrested by the FBI.
You know what sucks about that, too, is they still don't get the roster spot.
Damn.
Like the roster and the cap.
Costing someone a job.
Yes, it still counts against the Miami Heat salary cap. They still have to put the money away in an escrow to pay him in case he's
exonerated.
Right. And I hope he does get exonerated. Like I hope he's not guilty. Things don't look very, very well for him or anybody else tied up in that RICO of a case. But good luck to him and his legal team. And I just wish the NBA would find a better way to circumvent the Miami Heat being so tied up in this, because even the allegations that were thrust on the Terry Rozier didn't even happen in a Heat uniform, but the Heat are suffering from it.
What does RICO mean?
RICO is like it's an
acronym.
I believe it is an acronym, but it is an acronym, but okay. I don't know the.
There's a song where you might just get hit with a RICO.
Yeah, RICO is how they take down like crime families oftentimes, because it's like if I am connected to a string of crimes, then we all go down, and it's a good way to be able to get people to snitch on other people so that everybody actually gets in trouble and they can get to the boss. Because if you think about it, like if I'm the leader of Theoretically Speaking, and you know how like Tina said she ran into somebody and he was like, oh, I ran into your boss.
Yeah.
Right?
Referring to you.
Yeah, referring to me. So if I'm the boss of Theoretically Speaking and I tell Tina and CCAT, my minions apparently, according to this guy that ran into Tina at the gym, to go out and do something, who technically did the crime?
We did.
So I technically didn't do the crime. So you can't charge me with that unless we get hit with a RICO.
Okay.
That is the simple way of putting it, but there's much more legal jargon and stuff. But yeah, that's what RICO is. Yeah, that was a good song, Drake and Meek Mill.
Okay.
That was pre-beef.
I know music from my friends in high school singing that music, and then I only know one line from it, a part that gets stuck in their head.
That's a great song. What does RICO stand for? Racketeer, Influenced, and Corrupt Organizations Act.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's what the FBI used to take down
organized crime.
Crime, yeah.
Good for the FBI. They put themselves hard to work. Like, you know what? This is just really annoying. They're getting us with these little loopholes.
Yeah, they're like, I didn't do anything.
Time to create an act.
That was Charlie. Charlie did that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It also helps because you can find – all you have to do is catch like 2 or 3 dudes on the bottom totem who did little things. You catch them. You charge them with the RICO. And then all of a sudden they start bringing you food and you start realizing what can happen to you, and you start getting real comfortable sharing more information about what happened on the higher end. It's a pretty smart move. Sucks for the people involved.
We do have to make some Cover 5 picks eventually today because we have a hole to dig ourselves out of. Russo and Rizzo versus Theoretically Speaking. We go head-to-head on the Cover 5 app, and you can join the party as well. Just download the Cover 5 app. The word cover, the number 5. Use code MVP2025, and you can compete against us. If you beat both Theoretically Speaking and Russo and Rizzo, you win a Duffy's gift card. And it's absolutely free to play, free to compete. And we have some side action with the show 4 to 6. Just picking 5 games against the spread. The more you cover the spread by, the more points you get. And Theo, you and I were both bad last week, so I can't blame you this time.
Nice. I can't log in, so.
That's true. I have the login information.
Oh.
So,
Well, can you tell me what it looks like then? Like, how bad is it? How bad is it?
All right. So we didn't really make up ground, but we never came back from what we were down before. That's really the problem.
So how bad is it?
We are at minus 82 points. Russo and Rizzo is at minus 25 points.
Oh, so it's not that bad. All we need is 1 or 2 blowouts in our favor.
That's true.
That's
how the optimist way to look at it.
That is.
Because we've been doing the opposite. We've been getting hit with blowouts. Like if you look at last weekend, I'm not going to name names or point out whose picks were who, but you kind of got us hit with a Josh Allen special.
Why'd you just say you got us?
And
that's not a special. Oh, they did get blown out. Oh, my God.
Yeah, you picked the Bills when the Bills were big-time favorites.
Yeah, we got smashed on there. We got smashed on. Josh Allen sucks, man. I'm out on Josh Allen now.
Yeah, we lost 26.5 points on one game that you picked. But I'm not naming names. All right, Theo, you want to make picks now?
The money where your mouth is, dog. Talking all that crap. You got the keys? You get 3? You get 3, I get 2?
That's more than fine by me. I'm going to start in London.
No! What the? All right, never mind. I don't want to do the pick. I want you to get some sleep. Think about it. Wait, why would you start in London? First of all, the game's in Madrid, so that would be weird.
That's a good point. I just that's a tick I have. Whenever there's a game that's not in the U.S., it could be the Brazil game, could be Berlin, could be Madrid. I'm going to London.
Yeah, let's go to London.
If there's a football game of American rules happening at 9:30 in the morning,
it's in
London.
Why don't we just? It should be called the NFL London Series.
Yes,
and it doesn't matter where they play. But
I thought they named it that already. Honestly,
here's the issue: it was the NFL London Series, and then they started branching out other places, and they started calling it international, whatever the hell. So so let's reset.
Yeah,
and cover 5 picks.
So a lot of stinky picks won last week. Like if you were crazy enough to say, you know what, I think the Dolphins are going to stick it to the Bills, you probably would have looked for a new producer last week.
That's true.
Even though I wasn't on the air.
That's true.
I'm gonna
a pick you would have made too, because you made Dolphins picks earlier in the year that hurt us.
And I am not picking them when they would have helped us. I'm going to get real stinky with it and go back to the Bills. That's where the sharps are at. I'm going to stick with them. It's in Buffalo. Bills minus 5.5 on cover 5. That's the number they're giving us.
I will say the Bills lost 2 fumbles in Dolphins territory.
All right.
You know, I will say, like, watching that game, it was clear the Dolphins were showing a little bit more effort, a little bit more bite. They were playing for their season, and this was their Super Bowl, whereas the Bills were out there meandering around, lollygagging, being not, careless with the football. Josh Allen had a weird red zone interception. Like, it reminded me of rookie year Josh Allen. It reminded me of Tua.
Yeah, his fumble on a 8-yard gain on a quarterback sneak was really weird.
Yeah, that was strange. All of it was strange, and the Dolphins had a lot more to play for than the Bills. So I'm not mad about the Buccaneers pick or the Bills over Bucks pick.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. You get my stamp of approval there.
Am I giving you my rest of mine, or do you have one in mind?
This game I'll be at. U.S. Bank Stadium, the Bears at the Vikings. The Bears. The Bears are 2.5-point dogs on the road here. We're talking about a dome game for Caleb Williams and a Bears offense that can absolutely erupt. We're talking about a dome game for a team like the Bears who have the ability to explode. We saw what they did against the Cowboys. I believe that was in Dallas, right? In Arlington, 44-24.
No, that was it. That was in Chicago.
In Chicago?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Even better.
I was in Chicago when it happened.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Well, I'll be in Minneapolis this weekend for Bears-Vikings, and I am very high on what the Bears can be. Their defense got a big improvement with C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
You wanted 2.5?
He made some big plays.
I'll do you one better. It's 3.5 on cover 5.
Oh, wow. Well, I don't have the app in front of me right now, so I appreciate you tapping me in on that. But, yeah, Bears 3.5 at the Vikings. I love it. Still not a big believer in what J.J. McCarthy and that offense can be. And you're telling me the Bears can't hang 27, 30 points? You're telling me they can't hold the Vikings to, 16 or so? I just like the margin here. Give me the Bears.
I do not like that pick at all. I got to be honest.
Why not?
Because I see it as such a obvious thing where the NFL oftentimes goes the other way around.
Okay, I feel you.
If it looks too easy, it's probably going to be too easy. That's what I would say.
You're not wrong about that. Like my Bills over Dolphins pick last week.
I'm fading the Chiefs this weekend. We have a really good 4 o'clock slate. And I think the Denver Broncos are going to surprise many and beat the Chiefs. They're 3.5-point dogs at home, as you alluded to earlier in the show. Give me the Denver Broncos on cover 5 plus 3.5.
What?
Following the money, my friend. Following the money, where the Chiefs minus 3.5 are the second most popular bet of the weekend. Not the second most amount of money bet on their side in terms of against the spread, but the second most tickets are being put on the Chiefs.
So was the first one
49ers?
Yeah.
The third one is the Vikings.
First was the 49ers. Huh.
You want to fade that?
No.
Okay.
I don't. I don't. What's the line on cover 5?
It's
Niners Cardinals, by the way, in Arizona.
It is Niners minus 2.5 at Arizona.
Nah, because I would probably ride with the Niners there, which means we're probably all wrong.
Jacoby Brissett still playing? He good? All right.
He's been balling. He's been playing well. I mean, although last week was a little blip. All right, what's the fourth most bet?
The fourth most popular
I'll take the
bet.
public with you.
All right, cool.
Only if I agree with the pick as well.
The fourth most public bet of the weekend is the Lions plus 2.5. And the Lions are at Philadelphia. I would bet on the Philadelphia Eagles at home against the Lions. The Lions are coming off a win, aren't they?
Yeah, give me the Eagles.
All right, cool.
Give me the Eagles, yeah.
I don't like how we do this thing where we agree on things, because I'll go to mine now. I don't want your approval. We do better when we operate ourselves and then just give our pick.
That's true.
When we came to agreement on picks, that's when things went really horribly wrong.
I'm going to go. You're about to go with the Raiders.
I am going to go with the Raiders. I'm going to Monday Night Football, and I'm taking the Raiders at home plus 3.5 against the Dallas Cowboys.
All right, just go ahead and figure out what your street performance is going to be.
That is the punishment for the low score between Russo and Rizzo, and theoretically speaking, at the end of this NFL regular season, we have to go somewhere, I think, on Clematis and be street performers for the day. Maybe we're playing the saxophone. Maybe we're mimes. Maybe we are drumming on buckets. We'll have to wait to see who has to do that punishment to find out. Do you know what a street performer does? Paper mache?
Yeah. You can perform that on the street. You're just making them.
Yeah, and you'll be homeless because no one's going to give you any money for making paper mache. That's for a third grader.
I mean, somebody might.
They won't be able to see the final product when they're walking past.
Well, I'll have some of them done, and I'll be actively doing more.
So you'll be selling them?
Yeah.
That's not a performance, though. That's a production.
I'm also performing by doing more of them in front of people.
So it is like that the guy at NBA halftimes who does the painting?
Yeah.
And it's upside down. He flip it at the end and then bounce. And everyone, whoa.
Yeah. Why can't I do that?
I don't think you can do that. I don't
you
think you have
I can
these
do
skills.
Paper mache?
No.
You just said a third grader could do it.
Yeah, because a third grader is being taught by a teacher who knows how to do it.
You don't think between now and the end of the football season, if I see that we're gearing up to, you have no.
All right, what's
I'm very talented.
Step one of paper mache?
Get paper, and then you mache.
Yeah. Very, very smart.
Thank you. You know what else is smart? A smart decision is going to Duffy's Sports Grill to watch the games this weekend. How about that?
Sweat it. Exactly. You can sweat out your cover 5 picks against Russo and Rizzo, and theoretically speaking, because if you beat us, you're entered for a chance to win free Duffys.
Free Duffys is all the wave these days, and it's what you can get if you win at cover 5. And if you're wondering what you can get at Duffy Sports Grill, well, how about I clue you in on the football menu? The full new football features like barbecue pulled pork nachos, the Duffy's double smash burger, and those touchdown tots you can pair them with. Plus, at Duffy Sports Grill, you can get award-winning wings tossed in 17 different flavors. You got 2-for-1 drinks, not just all day, but every day. And, of course, the reason why you go there for your viewing pleasure, 80 or more television screens at every location. I love it because, especially on Saturdays and Sundays, they'll have the logos of the teams that are playing on each TV attached to it. So just in case it's a commercial break, you still know what you're looking at.
You get there maybe at like 3:55 before the 4 o'clock slate. It's like, where do I ask the hostess to sit me? Okay, there.
Right there. I see it. I have eyes on it. That's how Duffy Sports Grills work. Nobody does football season like Duffy's. Visit your local Duffy Sports Grill. Duffy's, our game is always on. Get around his next happy hour coming up. Tina's going to pull up as well. This is Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 1063.
Canes fans, it's time for the final home game of the season. This week, the Hurricanes face off against North Carolina State on Saturday, November the 15th. It's your last chance to show up and show out at Hard Rock Stadium. Let's finish the home season strong and pack Hard Rock Stadium. Get your seats now at MiamiHurricanes.com/football tickets. That's MiamiHurricanes.com/football tickets. And go Canes!
Hey everybody, it's Cade Chumsland. Every week, Land Rover Palm Beach supports local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community by naming a Player of the Week. This year, $35,000 will be awarded to student athletes and their schools. Tune in to ESPN West Palm High School Game Day every Friday night as I unveil this week's featured athlete. If you have a great performance that I need to know about, DM us at ESPN West Palm. Land Rover Palm Beach, above and beyond.
Colin, have you checked out Vitacost Sport Certified Marketplace?
Vitacost? I love Vitacost!
Right? It's a full online sports marketplace. Over 500 performance products from trusted brands like Vega, Thorne, Vital Proteins, and Muscle Milk, all free from banned substances.
So no guessing, no label scrubbing, just clean fuel to train harder and recover smarter.
You got it. And don't forget, save 20% with code ESPN20 at sportcertified.com.
Fuel clean, train smarter. Try Sports Certified by Vitacost today.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is Theoretically Speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
Man, I see in the YouTube chat at ESPN South Florida, we have people saying JSN or Jonathan Taylor to win MVP over non-quarterbacks, and this is shaping up to be the year. When there's 8 different quarterbacks people are rooting for to win it, why not give it to a position player that's having an elite season?
Because their impact on their team does not match up with the quarterback's impact on their team.
All right, I can do the same debate you had for Jonathan Taylor. Insert quarterback here, and they could have the same production that Daniel Jones is having with the Colts.
They had a top 6 pick, top 5 pick.
You said you could just take a random running back and he could do 90% of what Jonathan Taylor's doing. I could take a random quarterback and he'd be better than Daniel Jones.
Who?
Let's go Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff, Caleb Williams, Justin Herbert.
Okay. The thing is, we see
how many running backs would you name that could do better than what Jonathan Taylor's doing with the Colts?
Plenty. But we saw
No, you can't.
we saw the Colts not be good last year, be good this year, and the difference wasn't adding Jonathan Taylor. In fact, he was already there last year. The difference happened to be their quarterback.
Are we sure?
We can't be 100% sure, but that's the dependent variable.
We also just saw Daniel Jones playing football, and he got benched and put on the scout team, so I'm not sure if he can just be given all the credit. What we can do, take a little trip.
The Safebound Get Around is brought to you by Safebound Moving and Storage, South Florida's most trusted moving company. You're safe with Safebound.
Man, how many times did Jonathan Taylor get benched in his career? Yeah, maybe Daniel Jones is different.
Yeah, let's use 2024 to judge the 2025 MVP race.
You just did that. You just said the Colts had Jonathan Taylor last year and they weren't good.
Not against anybody.
I'm just saying, man. Where are we going first?
Next stop, we are going to Los Angeles because a really good game's happening in a 4 o'clock slate this weekend. It is the Seahawks against the Rams. That's the good news. The bad news is like 1% of the country is going to be able to see it because the nationally broadcasted game in that window is Chiefs Broncos. If you're just a normal person that just has the Fox, the CBS, and that, and you don't have the NFL package. Theo, what's the bigger game? Seattle at LA or Chiefs at Broncos?
Chiefs Broncos is. I know it feels like the right answer should be, and you know, the hipsters and the guys that like want to, I know ball. I'm in the weeds of this stuff, man. I watch all the games. They're going to say, come on, man. How can you say a team that's 5-4 versus the Broncos Chiefs Broncos is a bigger game than the two teams at the top of the AFC West. By the way, man, just in case anybody hasn't been watching the NFL, we could be looking at the two teams in the NFC West who finished second and third in their own division, because you still have the 49ers, who are one game back of both of them in that same division. Whereas Chiefs Broncos is literally going to see whether or not you can validate the Broncos run, or if this is the start of the Chiefs reclaiming a division that they've been dominant in since Patrick Mahomes took over, and really before then. Chiefs Broncos bigger game, but I do understand why people want to see Niners Rams as well.
Next stop,
Seahawks Rams.
The Bronx, New York.
That's how bad it is.
Aaron Judge won his third MVP in 4 years last night, just beating maybe the underdog.
People's champ.
The People's Champ, the big dumper, the catcher in Seattle, Cal Raleigh. The votes stacked up like this. There were 31st place votes, 32nd place votes, 33rd place votes. And all of the first and second place votes went to Judge and Raleigh. Jose Ramirez got those third place votes. He's in third. So it was Judge versus Raleigh. Do you value the catcher position and the power hitting acumen of Cal Raleigh, or do you value the all-around professional hitter that is Aaron Judge? Judge got the win. He got 17 first place votes, 13 second place votes. Cal Raleigh, you just flip it. Cal got 13 first place votes. So if you flip 4 of those, the entire thing flipped on its head.
Wow.
Do you think that Aaron Judge should have won MVP or Cal Raleigh?
Give me the big dumper. I like the fresh face. Matter of fact, though, I do like that they went for Judge, though, because a lot of times that is how the voting works in the NFL and in the NBA, where they go with the new hot toy instead of the person who's done it before. So I appreciate them giving Aaron Judge his due, but I want Cal Raleigh just to spite you, you know?
Okay, I think that's fair.
Because since you called Aaron Judge your superhero, I'm like, well, yeah, we can't have that guy win MVP.
He's not my super. That's a little bit much.
You said that.
I said he's the super. He's everyone's superhero. Aaron Judge isn't my personal superhero, like imaginary friend. He's not Captain Underpants.
So he is your superhero.
He's our superhero.
You can't speak for me. He's
Whether
your
you want it to
superhero.
be or not, Aaron Judge is your superhero. You don't pay attention to him as much as I do, but he still is. I think that's definitely fair to say.
He does nothing for me.
Well, you know, you're not paying attention. If you were recognizing the greatness that was Aaron Judge and how he is what separates us between evil and good, you would be kissing his feet. That's what you would do.
I couldn't beat you down there quick enough.
We're going to go to Foxborough. The Patriots beat the Jets last night 27-14 on a Thursday night football game that pretty much played to exactly what the odds makers told us it was going to be. Barely covering the spread if you got them at 12.5 for the Patriots, or barely covering as underdogs for the Jets if it was 13.5. What did you make of last night's game between division rivals?
The Jets is just hanging their season up, man. That offense is tough to watch. I still think Justin Fields is a salvageable player, but I wouldn't want to take him on. And I do think that maybe this is too simplistic, but I think he's one of those guys where you should be using him. He should be using his advantages as more of a threat than the Jets actually do. I saw way too many times where he just dropped straight back as it's almost like a pocket quarterback, and the pocket collapsed on him because he has no awareness at all. Like, I wish they would move the pocket more with him, get him on more bootlegs, and then every single play he has the ball, he should be threatening with the run. At some, whether it be a play action, a read, what do you call it, RPO? Every single time, I should be nervous about him running the ball, because when they are not, they pin their ears back and they collapse on him in the pocket, and it's embarrassing. They should just hang the season up. It's over with.
And that's your safe bound get around.
Yeah, they should. Hey, man, maybe it's that time of the year for you. It is for me. I turned the heat on. At one point. I didn't do it. My wife did it. I told her not to, but she refused to listen to me.
Oh, yeah. I just refuse to ever.
Yeah, you don't need to do it in South Florida.
It could be 30 degrees, and I would resist to turn the heat on.
I used to wear
put a blanket on. Yeah.
I used to wear a coat in college in Virginia, where it actually got real cold, and it was cold inside. We used to wear coats. Just saving that electric bill. But down here, I don't have control over my thermostat. My wife does. She turned the heat on, and guess what? Many of you are going to find out when you switch from the AC to the heat, oh no, it ain't even cranking. It ain't working. What's that spell? You're going to realize your system is not properly functioning. You know where you need to go? EDS, Air Conditioning and Plumbing. EDSisyes.com. Get them to check on your unit. You can do it preemptively and have them come in and check on it now to make sure that things are wired properly, that when you do need it in a pinch, it works out. Or when the problem does arise, you know where to go. EDSisyes.com. Maybe you need to revamp your whole system. Maybe you already were having issues with the air and you know the heat ain't going to work. EDSisyes.com. That's because right now EDS is now offering 0% interest financing for 60 months to qualified customers. Don't get blitzed by a surprise AC breakdown. EDS offering 0% interest for 60 months to qualified customers. That means you don't have to settle for a cut rate job that's going to cost you more in the long run. You get real value, trust, and everyday savings. So put EDS Air Conditioning and Plumbing into your starting lineup today. EDS is yes. Visit EDSisyes.com. On the other side, Todd Fleming, Cognizant Classic, pulling up on us a little who missed the cut, talking a little ball, maybe bringing some Cowboys action as well. That's CCAT. I'm Theo Dorsey. We're Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
F45 Training in downtown West Palm and Wellington offers functional group fitness classes reimagined. F45 features high-intensity group-style workouts that are fast, fun, and results-driven. They always have the right workout for you. The best part is, it takes just 45 minutes. If you're looking to train for something like High Rocks, F45 has you covered with tailored workouts. Get started today with a promo of your first 3 classes for just $30. Visit F45training.com to find a studio near you and officially join the F45 family. F45. Team training, life-changing.
Kaiser University's flagship campus. The 100-acre residential campus at 2600 North Military Trail in West Palm Beach extends Kaiser University's educational offerings to over 100 degrees. Kaiser University also has an athletic program with 26 national championships, including back-to-back-to-back lacrosse titles, and they just won their first ever national championship for men's tennis. Visit KUSeahawks.com for the latest on the championship flagship campus of Kaiser University.
Hey, Steph Prince here, General Manager of ESPN West Palm, to tell you about a team that has meant a lot to me and this community for a long time. Bob and the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning have been helping me stay cool for years, whether at home or in the office. And living in South Florida with 3 kids, I don't know what I'd do without them. Family owned and operated, serving Royal Palm Beach and beyond since 1980. Let the knowledgeable and trained team at Bradley help you with your residential and commercial needs, installation, repair, seasonal maintenance, upgrades of all makes and styles and models of HVAC equipment, and so much more. Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning does things right the first time and makes the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps you cool. Give them a call at 561-793-7497. That's 561-793-7497 or bradleyair.com. Any need, big or small, trust the amazing team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning.
The PGA Tour is back in Palm Beach. The Cognizant Classic returns February 25th through March 1st to the Champion Course at PGA National Resort and Spa. Be here to watch PGA Tour players take on the Bear Trap, one of the toughest stretches in golf, while enjoying elevated fan activities around every corner. Experience the energy with your friends and take in the excitement of this can't-miss event. Tickets are on sale now at thecognizantclassic.com.
What would you do with an extra $700? You can earn up to $700 per year with Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union. Boost Checking pays 7.0 annual percentage yield on balances up to $10,000. That's up to $700 extra to do what you love. Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union. Requirements apply to earn the highest dividend rates. Limit 1 checking account per membership. Dividend rates and annual percentage yield subject to change. Business accounts do not qualify. Insured by NCUA, proud partner of Florida Atlantic University Athletics. For nearly 30 years, Jay Zolo and Associates has helped local businesses harness the full power of QuickBooks. This holiday season, they're thankful for the confidence their clients place in them year after year. From setup and cleanup to troubleshooting, management, and personalized QuickBooks training, Jay Zolo brings clarity and reliability to your financial process. Jay Zolo makes QuickBooks work the way it should for the way you work. Visit jzolo.com to learn more. That's JZOLLO.com.
Calling all sports fans, grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's where you can catch all of the action. Not an MVP? Sign up for free and start earning rewards today. Duffy's is voted the best sports grill year after year with their award-winning burgers and wings. Don't forget about Duffy's famous 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And with over 80 TVs in every location, you'll never miss a minute of the game. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. Duffy's, our game is always on.
Anajar and Levine.
Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 1063.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man, your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. It is Theo Dorsey. This is Theoretically Speaking. We are into the happy hour here on a feel-good Friday and a football Friday, coming off of Thursday Night Football where the Jets get bounced by the Patriots 27-14. Aaron Glenn saying evaluating every position but QB1, and despite the fan base, the media, and everybody around saying, hey, change QB1, please. Please change out who Justin Fields not getting it done, but he's not too concerned. We also learned that Drake May is potentially the heir apparent, the next one to join the ranks of the elites as a franchise quarterback with the 9-2 New England Patriots. Lamar Jackson seems like he's going to be good to go this weekend. We're hearing that maybe the 49ers are going to get Brock Purdy back. He's feeling good. He might start against the Cardinals. It's going to be a pivotal week 11 in the NFL. And to kick things off, Seacat's on the other side of the glass on the ones and the twos with his Cognizant Classic in the Palm Beaches hat on. And Todd Fleming is in the house from the Cognizant Classic, and you brought treats.
Yeah, I did. I brought some treats, some gear for everybody. But Seacat, I really appreciate you throwing that on. It looks good on you.
Thank you.
You're going to look good on the course now, finally.
I got all right.
He started to mid-sentence. He's like, wait a second.
Theo made fun of me when I gave one dap and one arm around bro hug saying thank you for the gift that Todd Fleming and the Cognizant Classic gave me.
No, it's just, here's the thing. If you know Seacat, you know that he absolutely loves free things. Like he's no matter what you gave him.
I love giving him free things.
Yes, yeah, he would have been absolutely overjoyed. But so I was watching to see what his reaction would be. And I looked away for a split second after you handed him the Cognizant Classic gear. And when I looked back, he was engulfed in your arms. And
it's a feel-good Friday, my friend. Feel-good Friday.
In my mind, he just jumped on you. So that's why I busted out laughing. And y'all both looked at me like I did something wrong.
If you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter, you can actually see that happen during the break.
Yeah, you're
right. You can.
I have to scroll back and look at that.
We better watch out for AI now, like what's going to happen to us, right?
AI is getting out of hand.
All good. I'm glad you like the gear. Theo rock his as well, but we're getting ready. 100 days, boys. 100 days.
This right here is beautiful. It is. This is some good material as well. The Cognizant Classic.
Absolutely.
Y'all are doing well over there.
That's what we do for you.
100 days.
100 days tomorrow from event week. Can you believe it? 100 days.
That's crazy, man. Time has been flying. I can't believe we're already about to be traveling for Thanksgiving and whatnot.
I know.
So,
well, I'm not traveling.
You're not traveling.
No.
You're hard at work.
We host.
Yeah.
That's
smart. See, well, you got hosting materials and hosting space. When they say, hey, we're gonna take care of everything, I say, all right, well, I'll hop on a plane. I'll do that. I don't need to be.
You're a traveler.
Yeah. Are you traveling, TCAT?
I am traveling. I'm going
to
be I'm going to Chicago for the week.
Man.
Yeah, I'm getting my freaking flyer points. I got a nice $20 credit for the flights that were canceled last weekend.
$20?
$20?
Yeah, that's incredible. Thanks for the gift.
Yeah.
I can now get a bag of peanuts on the plane.
Yes.
Yeah.
Precisely.
A drink.
Putting it to work.
Yeah. I'm traveling. I'm going up to actually I'm going this year for the first time in a while. It's my family for Thanksgiving and my wife's family for Christmas. So we're throwing a wrench in the plans there, see how things shake up.
So you going to Arizona or Texas?
We're going to go to Arizona. Yeah. Because my mom's out there in the sky. Oh, it's beautiful in the sky.
Smart man right now. Yeah, that's going to be a blast.
Any excuse to go to? Have you been to Arizona?
No.
Chat? Any excuse, because you've been out. Did you ever live out that way or no?
No, I didn't live out that way, but I was out there 2 weeks ago.
Right.
It's phenomenal. I love it out there. Got good friends out that way. So
yeah,
you're going to enjoy your time.
It's beautiful.
Old town.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Old Scottsdale.
Old town Scottsdale.
Oh, man.
Come on, dog.
Fun times.
Yeah. And I will not be breaking out the clubs. No.
Why?
Because I stink. I'm not wasting everybody's time.
Well, welcome to the club.
No, y'all don't get to say that. You don't get to say, if you're breaking 90 or 100, I don't want to hear that from y'all.
Well,
you don't get that privilege anymore.
I had to tee off in front of him, and I saw the eye before he left for Turkey at the Boca Bowl outing.
Yes,
had to tee off.
Right.
Had my music going. We haven't had a chance to talk about it. What'd you think of the swing?
I thought it was good. I said, what? I would trust my PGA Tour event with your hands.
Oh, there you go.
You don't want someone running an event who's never picked up a club in their life. And you know what? I said, now I feel very safe and secure, as if that wasn't the case before.
Yeah, I really appreciate that, man. Really appreciate it. I had to stripe one for the day.
He still would have let you do it just for the pullover, by the way. It wasn't it. Swing or not, he's like, oh my God, I had to.
You got the pullover. He got a nice, because he's a golfer now. He's a golfer now. So he got him a nice Grayson.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Those words mean something to me, man.
Oh,
Grayson?
Yeah? Guys, can you give it a flash to the.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's going to have something.
Oh, that's tough. Yeah.
He's out there rocking it.
Yeah,
I expect to see that on IG this weekend.
I'm playing in Daytona Beach tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., and I will wear this.
I'm on my way north after this as well. We should carpool.
Where are you going?
Jacksonville. Basketball tournament.
Going there afterwards.
Wow.
I'm going to the Chargers-Jags game on Sunday.
What, are you showing up on Saturday?
Yeah, I'll be there after the play golf.
Crazy.
We're going to get together.
That's crazy. Yeah, look how that all just aligned. We had just did a big ESPN West Palm trip to Jacksonville for the Florida Georgia. That was my first time actually ever in Jacksonville.
How'd you enjoy it?
It was pretty solid.
It's a work trip. How much did you be able to leisure?
I didn't get to do a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't get to do a lot. It was pretty solid.
You were quick. You were in and out.
In and out of there. Game 7 of the World Series was that Saturday night after Florida, Georgia. And I stuffed myself with barbecue. I had a long day because I drove up that morning.
Ooh.
So I actually fell asleep before the first pitch of Game 7.
Yep.
And didn't wake up until it was over.
If we weren't in the shutdown, I was seriously contemplating flying up there.
Yeah, I looked up that too.
That drive is terrible.
It is. It's
But
bad. You know what? No, here's the thing. There's worse drives. Driving to Tampa is terrible. Jacksonville, I didn't mind as much because it's straight highway.
Yeah.
So you drove. If you start going that way, going west, and happen to drive through all, that's
cut
a
around the
drive.
Orlando traffic or cut. Yeah.
Do you prefer drives where you need to look at the map, or drives where you get on 95 and you can turn your brain off for 3.5 hours?
Outside of work, I consistently try to find activities where I can turn my brain off.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
In general.
Just put me on a straight line and let's go.
That's the Jacksonville drive.
Yeah.
The Jacksonville drive. I didn't have to think much. You jumped on the highway, had a podcast going, switched to some music in between, another podcast, boom, I'm at the hotel.
Just never had a chance to listen to ESPN 106.3, huh? Just
well,
the entire drive.
It was my no, we got to do. Who missed the cut? Who said the podcast wasn't Russo and Rizzo?
Fair enough.
Perfect. See?
The best of. I wonder what they had to say on Wednesday. I missed it.
We should start spinning off some of the best of, theoretically speaking.
I mean, that would get us days off, like just in general, right? You air best of during a weekday when everyone's out of town.
Then we have to start creating quality content.
Guys, the big boss is listening out there.
Oh, she's hearing it?
She's still here. Yes,
okay,
she's still here.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Steph, if you're hearing this, it's too late.
You mentioned AI. I feel like we could purchase a very expensive model that could take all of everything's recorded.
Yeah.
Everything we've said the past 3 years is in a database and just say, hey, this is what happened in NFL Week 11. Give me a 2-hour radio show of Theo and CCAT and 1 segment with Todd, and just tell us, just give us that, generate it.
It probably could. I'm scared of it.
Can we license that?
We could, but could they do video too?
Oh, well, now we're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Good
think
point.
they could do the audio easily. The video might start looking a little funky.
My girlfriend does her med school notes. She feeds them into the system, and it records a 45-minute podcast.
I've heard about this.
AI people just reading off the notes as if it's a conversation.
Yeah, and it talks conversationally too. I've heard about this. I want to try one day.
I'm going to sound extremely old. I wish I had all this stuff when I was in school. We actually had to read.
Yeah, like kids will never have to read again.
Yeah.
Kids will never have to read again.
No, they don't have to.
That is crazy.
I'm jealous.
Yeah. Like, we used to, because it used to be like, we used to talk about how y'all used to read newspapers.
Oh.
Because, that's
how we got the stats. So think about this on a Saturday morning.
Yeah.
After a high school basketball game, college basketball game. You'd wake up, and the first thing you would do is you'd go see if your name was in the paper.
That's tough.
You'd go to the paper.
Yeah.
Right? Did they do a little article on you? Did you make the paper? Did they give your stat line? What's in there? It was one of the greatest things. I've got a whole scrapbook in my garage that my mom had cut out from umpteen years ago and put all of the newspapers into a scrapbook that's in my garage. I have no idea what to do with it.
See, that hits different, though. That is a real level of nostalgia and something you cannot recreate no matter how many times we give kids highlights via ESPN South Florida and stuff. The digital don't hit as much as the tangible.
I'm gonna be a grandfather probably in the next 10 years at some point because the oldest one will be 36.
Calling a shot.
Yeah.
Ultimatum. He may be calling his shot. So, but my grandkids are gonna find this scrapbook. And I'm still going to be alive, right? And they're going to say, "What is this?"
Exactly.
What am I looking at?
Paper?
Yeah, paper. Yeah,
they ever spell your name wrong in the paper?
Oh, all the time. 2 M's.
Yeah.
Made me mad. It just made me mad.
That is tough.
Yeah.
That is.
But there was for the longest time because I played with my brother. My brother was 2 years older, so we had a few stat lines together.
Yeah.
That kind of morphed into one stat line.
Okay.
Didn't like that either. Yeah.
That's probably looked impressive.
I was going to say, yeah.
Well, he scored a lot more than I did because he had somebody passing him the ball, right? So, when they would get it confused and put a T instead of an R in front of Fleming, and they gave me his stat line, I loved it.
I like that.
Yeah, I love it.
There's a couple of guys that be filling up the stat. Have y'all noticed the resurfacing, the utilization, like this revival of the tight end position in the NFL today? Like you got two guys that got drafted in the top 15. Your guy Tyler Warren, number 14 to the Colts, and number 10 you had Colston Loveland to the Bears. A few years back it was Kyle Pitts going in the top 5. There's the older guard in the NFL, but then there's these young cats like the Tucker Crafts of the world and whatnot,
which could have just ruined their season.
I know.
Hurt,
I actually think Tucker Kraft being out for the year is like one of the worst players the Packers could have lost. They could have lost Micah Parsons maybe. And suffered less.
I don't disagree with that at all. I think that but to your point, you know what it's called? Athletes.
Versatile.
Yeah.
Able to block, able to get open, good hands, red zone weapons. Tight ends right now in today's league, and you see some of the best teams using them, are one of the more vital weapons, and that is actually going to be the topic for today's Who Missed the Cut.
This is not good. It's beyond hard to watch.
4 will enter. 3 will survive. It's time for Who Missed the Cut? Presented by the Cognizant Classic.
Over the night at Thursday Night Football, Rob Gronkowski solidified his career, retired as a Patriot in Foxborough, Massachusetts. He didn't do it with the Buccaneers. He's still to deal with the Patriots. He, for many people, is the greatest tight end of all time. For many people's money. Maybe not me. I have a guy in mind. But I did think, though, fellas, today would be a good day to do Who Missed the Cut based on generational tight ends of the modern era.
You're full of it.
And, of course, Rob Gronkowski is going to be a part of this. What's up?
You didn't think of this.
Oh, well, you thought of it.
Thank you.
Does that matter?
See, I thought it'd be a good idea today. It struck me in the shower.
Yeah.
I'm trying to deliver the open to the segment, C-Cat. I'm sorry I didn't give you the damn credit. All right, you do the open then. Do the open to the segment. Talk to us about your thought process here.
The tight end process has had many legends, pillars.
Is he reading this off of AI?
The tone change, yeah.
They can block. They can catch. They can run.
This is his NFL Films voice. I like that.
Long dash. They can dominate. That's the AI, like the red flag.
That's your
whenever it's a
NFL
long.
Films. Who is that guy?
Oh,
Steve.
He's in Scream,
Siegel.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is he?
Yeah.
Is that a narration?
I forgot his name, too.
I know. I
This
can't.
is it. This is interesting.
Yeah, well, he's doing the open. He's doing the open.
He's doing the open.
Names.
All right.
17 seasons for Tony Gonzalez. 16 seasons for Antonio Gates. Rob Gronkowski just had his career technically end with the New England Patriots as he signed the one-day contract with Bob Kraft. And still kicking in Kansas City, Travis Kelce. Those are the three that will enter today's Who Missed the Cut.
That's right. That's right.
One can't survive.
For that enter, one survives. We have to. Huh?
No, 4 enter, 1 does not survive.
Oh, 4 enter, 3
He gets
survive.
it wrong every week.
This is just.
At the end of the day, dang it. Why didn't Shannon Sharp make the cut for you since you made this class of tight ends? Since this is all your idea, why no Shannon Sharp?
I don't know. State your case. Maybe Shannon Sharp can get in over Antonio Gates.
No. Maybe he's on punishment.
I like the list. It provides a nice debate that I feel like we're about to have.
I like it. So how about we do this? I think it's on you, Ty.
I think it's my turn.
You get to provide the first layer of immunity. Oof. Who makes it through to the weekend?
So I started my analysis here started with how do we value longevity, right? So I think you can look at Tony Gonzalez, and I think to your point, Theo, in your preamble, was the modern tight end as we know it really started with Gonzalez.
Yeah.
I mean, he was basketball player. I mean, he had a tryout with the Heat, right? A couple different times, right? So
crazy.
he was an athlete before there was an athlete at that position. They were primarily a blocker. So I think he changed it. But I also do think that the quantity of years that he played may distort the stats, right?
It's gonna impact it a little bit because he played until his I played until he was 40. Felt like
I think he did play into his 40s, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he was
with the
close.
Falcons.
He was he was with your Chiefs, right? And then the Falcons.
Yeah,
right?
I'm talking back into the career.
Yeah.
I wonder how old was Tony Gonzalez when he
retired.
I'm
so,
gonna look that up.
All right, here's where I'm going to go.
17 years.
I am I'm going to go. I think we can pretty safely say that over the last probably 10 to 15 years, really the most dominant and impactful tight end, in my opinion, has probably been Kelce. And, you stack up where he's at with receptions. You stack up with where he's at yards. I mean, he's getting ready to probably clear 13,000 yards this year. You can layer in the 3 Super Bowls with a chance to, again, he's still playing. For how long, we don't know. But the guy's still playing. He's been impactful. I think it's unimpeachable what he's done for that franchise and at that position. To me, I think you got to advance him. He's made the cut into the weekend.
Hard to debate it. Hard to debate that. How many rings does Gronkowski have? He has
Gronk has 4.
4. And Kelce has the 3 working on number 4. Hard to debate that Kelce's not that guy. He's and you're right. He's about 400 yards off of Jason Witten to be number 2 all time. Nobody ever going to touch what Tony G did at 15,000 yards.
Yeah, that's impressive. But over 17 years.
Kelce, I think, is definitely in the top 3.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue that whatsoever. So that passes the ball to me, and I'm left with Tony Gonzalez, Antonio Gates, and Rob Gronkowski. The Gronk situation is very interesting.
Because
agree. You talked about how longevity versus the highest peak. And at his best, I think Gronk is better than anyone else on this list. But he wasn't at his best as long as anybody else on this list.
Yeah.
So I'm going to split the difference and go with a 14-time Pro Bowler in Tony Gonzalez. I think that I'm going to make the hard decision made for Theo instead of myself. I think that's what I'm allowed to do. and I'm going to pass the ball to Theo. You got to decide between Rob Gronkowski and Antonio Gates. Which of those survives and which of those is the fourth?
I like what you did there. I really do like what you did there because, I struggled with Gonzalez just because I don't think anybody truly knows who he is today, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's been retired for quite some time, but I like what you did, and I do agree with the fact Gronk provides – it's tough to analyze because, to your point, at his peak, he was the weapon on those Super Bowl teams.
He was the guy.
And he did both sides. He blocked his ass off.
He was probably the best blocker of the four we're talking about right now.
Without a doubt.
Definitely over Kelsey.
But the other thing that I think that comes into play is he did split time with another tight end.
Yeah, who was almost just as productive,
was really productive.
Had some other issues going on.
How long?
Aaron Hernandez, if nobody even back
I
home.
didn't want to say the name. So I didn't want to say the name, so you did. Thank you.
Yeah. How long was Aaron Hernandez peak Aaron Hernandez with the Patriots?
Weren't they together for probably 4 or 5 years?
Yeah,
because they had something along those lines.
Yeah, about 4 or 5. We can look up the specifics, but they were a tandem for quite some time. Rob was always above
alpha.
him in the pecking order, but Aaron was just as destructive, and the teams had the game plan for both.
Yeah,
didn't make the. I thought someone who would have made the list when we were in the middle of his prime was Jimmy Graham.
Man, yeah,
Jimmy Graham just burned out really quickly. And then, showed up back in the NFL with the Packers for a little bit.
Yep.
And then back with the Saints, I believe, before he exited the league. But no, Jimmy Graham never had the longevity and the cumulative stats that these guys, Gonzalez, Gates, Gronkowski, and Kelsey have.
Well, I know you're thinking about it, but look, let's talk a little bit in defense of Gates.
Okay, let's do that because I'm looking at
high school football player.
Yeah.
That goes on to play collegiate basketball. Not just play, but, he went to a MAC school, Kent State. I got a chance to watch it live and in person while I was there in Cleveland.
Hey, Grandpa.
Yeah, I'm old. I've been around since the 70s, yeah.
I actually raised Antonio Gates.
But then to make the switch and to have such a productive, long Hall of Fame career in a sport that you didn't play for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And then to do it at the highest level, I mean, there's something to be said about that. Now, what he's lacking versus Gronk and Kelsey is the playoff kind of productivity.
Yeah, the accolades. The accolades weren't there. He was with that Chargers team that's what they were known for, prolific regular seasons and quickly spiraling out in the postseason.
But if that's the case, then Gonzalez is already through, and he's a little bit in the similar boat. Longevity, not a ton of playoff productivity.
Sure, but I compare the quarterbacks that were throwing the football to Tony Gonzalez to the guys, the singular guy that threw the football to Gronk. Gronk had to have benefited from playing with the greatest of all time.
True.
So the same can be said with Travis Kelce. The same exact sentence can be said about Travis Kelce.
Well, and the same can be said about Antonio Gates. He went from Drew Brees to Phillip Rivers, right? Two pretty darn good throwers of the football.
That is the one thing. Tony Gonzalez did it with a lot less than what the other guys had.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm glad he did clear.
Do we even know who the quarterback was in Kansas City or quarterbacks or Atlanta?
He had in Atlanta he had Matt Ryan.
Okay.
Because that was the back end. It was the middle tier of Matt
Ryan. At the beginning of Matt Ryan's career.
Tony G had what's my guy's name?
Alex Smith, maybe?
Well, no. I think he was gone by then. I don't know why I can't think of Burnell.
Oh yeah.
He had Burnell. He had he had who else?
When he was in Kansas City.
Trent Priest Holmes. Trent
Green. It was Trent Green and Matt Ryan.
Solid at that time.
Those are the only two. Those are the main.
Yeah, those are the main two. And then it was backup guys. Trent Green and Matt Ryan. You can't give me the Trent Green was solid when we have Tom Brady and Travis Kelce on this list.
There's obviously a delineation between what Travis Kelce, what Tony Gonzalez had and what the other guys had, but he's already good, so we don't even have to discuss that.
So Antonio Gates, Phillip Rivers.
Drew Brees, too.
That's those are good
combo.
Good enough to where we shouldn't
we can't dock either
give him.
I don't think we can dock either or. So
do you care about the longevity a little bit more for Gates, or do you care about
11
the strong
years,
peak
4
of Gronk?
Super Bowl titles.
What's funny is Gates has the longevity. Gronk has 4 All-Pros. Gates has 3.
Oh, so what were you doing those rest of those years, Antonio?
And his peak wasn't really that high. It was consistent with the chart. His peak never jumped off the page like Gronk. I think we got to cut Gates here. It feels sacrilegious, but
I'm
I'll be
okay with it.
disrespectful to Gronk.
I can get behind it. I think you got to take the impact that Gronk had, irregardless of who's throwing the ball. He played in big games, made big catches, came up solid each and every time. 4 Super Bowls. In his last Super Bowl, two touchdowns, 2 tutties.
Yeah, that's right. After spending a year on the couch.
Pull it back up to get another one.
Yeah.
With Tequila Tom. I'll give it to Gronk. I'll give it to Gronk. So I'm sorry any Kent State alumnus might hate me for this, and I feel like I'm going to get my football card revoked, but Antonio Gates, you missed the cut.
See ya.
Oh, my goodness. This is not good. It's beyond hard to watch.
When you were watching this guy at Kent State hoop, man, did you ever think you'd be debating whether or not he's the greatest tight end of all time?
No, but you know what they did? That high post entry to him where he would square up and he would just jab. He wouldn't even dribble. He'd jab step, lefty. Yeah. Jab step, pull up. Great. It was incredible. Well, I'd go back and watch that game against Kentucky and what he did. In the tournament.
Okay.
Just go back and watch it. It's incredible.
And that's the funny thing, too, is there's some guys that played college basketball, like the receiver for the Bills. What's his name? First round pick last year.
Keon Coleman?
Yeah.
He played at Michigan State. He didn't star in basketball at Michigan State. Like, there's a difference between that and Antonio Gates was the guy.
Gates took them, I think, to the Elite Eight.
That's crazy.
Crazy. Kent State had a 2-year run where he was the
focal
point.
Is it just the body type of going from basketball to tight end? Like, it just matches up enough between those sports.
I think from a size and a physicality standpoint, probably does.
Because you don't see like receivers that were basketball players.
Well, Keon Coleman.
Well, but not in abundance. we just named 3 guys: Jimmy Graham, Gates, and Gonzalez. They were all hoopers, right?
But good hoop. Like, was Keon Coleman? Like, you said no.
He was a good hooper, but he wasn't. I mean, he was at
on
Michigan
a D1
State.
roster.
Yeah, to make it to Michigan State, play for Tom Izzo, you got to be.
Good point.
You got to be physical and you got to know what you're doing.
But it is more transitional to tight end because I do think that the athleticism, the versatility, because you have to be a freakier athlete to be able to play wide receiver in the NFL.
Yeah, you got to have speed and hands.
Yeah,
and physicality. You get a good power forward that's 6'6", 6'8".
True, and like Todd, you work in basketball, obviously, like in like personal life and in real life. But are you ever like running like dead sprint in terms of basketball combine or showcases like you would as a tight end?
No, well, I mean, there are metrics that they'll measure you on, but it's more in the jumping. It's more of like shuttle type stuff. Line to
That's
line.
what I'm thinking. Yeah, like
line to
lateral
line.
movement.
Yeah,
quick burst that you can then sustain. But like, I mean, we've all played hoops. Like in a hoops game, you're sprinting really from probably baseline to 3-point line.
Yeah.
Right? Or 3-point line to the other baseline. Like it's just quick bursts.
Yeah, it's not the same. And I remember I watched in high school a cat named Ricky Seals Jones playing high school basketball. And at the time he was like a top 10 football recruit as well, but he looked like LeBron James on the basketball court, built and, size, speed and everything. And it is funny because it's like, yes, he can play football because of the athleticism, but also the size and the power to go along with that.
Yep.
He wouldn't be able to line up wide at receiver, though.
The
it's
only
a difference.
The only time I've seen, I mean, look, LeBron is a perfect example. He was all state, right?
Yeah.
All state, and then he decided to give up the football side of it. In high school, again, I'm going back to old days. There was a guy named June Henley and Terry Glenn and a couple other Division I football players that all played for a high school in Columbus called Brookhaven High School.
Yeah.
That they were phenomenal at hoops as well.
Yeah.
But they all went on to play football, right? So they didn't stay in basketball. So it translated, I think, at the high school level. That next level, it's really hard unless you're a power forward for it to translate.
And that's the issue. If you're a 6'4" power forward like Antonio Gates is, there's a cap on what you can do in the league.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's only so many Charles Barkleys.
You ain't going to be Zach Randolph.
Yeah, no, it's not happening.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not happening.
That's not going to happen anymore.
But what is happening is the Palm Beach County is going to be getting its tournament back. The Cognizant Classic in the Palm Beaches, 101 days out today.
That's right.
And what's the latest with the tournament if people want to come out there and get involved?
Well, the latest, I've got a couple updates here. So, again, we're excited to unveil, again, what the Cognizant Classic in the Palm Beaches is all about. We need to hurry up. This community needs to hurry up, right? Because we're out of Flagler tables. We are out of cabanas. We are out of our Pro-Am, right?
Wow.
So this, those that have gotten in early, going to have a great time. Our bear trap is moving along just nicely. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about vehicle, right? So we have Cadillac coming back as our official vehicle for the event. So really, really proud. This will be the third year for them coming back. So they do some real fun, cool activations on site, and obviously they have some great vehicles for those that are in that market.
You're missing out on the number one part.
The shuttle.
That's what we experienced.
The shuttle. You liked it, huh?
That's money well spent by Cadillac because I've never been in a Cadillac like that before, dude, or in a car like that.
You were in their electric vehicle.
Yeah.
They weren't released yet.
It's like a spaceship.
Yeah. So they're back.
Yeah, they're back. Yeah.
But look, 101 days, lots going on. All tickets are available, thecognizantclassic.com. Obviously, you can go there, do some research. But please, 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 we need you. We need you to show up. We need your help. We need everybody to come out and provide that energy that we had last year. Just do it now.
Good on volunteers.
Great on volunteers.
Okay.
We're up over 600 volunteers, approaching 700. Which is really, I mean, it's phenomenal to be at the pace that we're at right now. Still need some few more bodies, and there's good opportunity there. So again, you can go visit us on our community page, our community section, to get involved in the volunteerism. We need those individuals as well because they're the lifeblood that helps us deliver the event.
And going out here, Todd, one last question: is it how confidence level on Ohio State football this year?
You know me. I'm measured.
Yeah, you try to be.
I like what I see.
Yeah, it's possible. You can be measured as an Ohio State fan.
To only have 49 points scored on us through 10 weeks. I like that side of it. The offense is doing just enough. I don't like our schedule over the next couple of weeks, though. We've got UCLA this week, Rutgers the week after that, then Michigan. So you got a couple what you would perceive easy games. I would like to see our offense get some explosive plays in there to give us some confidence going into Michigan.
You got 2 easy games, and then you have the toughest game of y'all's schedule every year.
You got the toughest game of Ryan Day's life coming up.
Right, yeah.
And if we need the Ryan Day that coached in the playoffs last year, not the Ryan Day that's coached the last 5 years in the Michigan-Ohio State game.
Like, would y'all trade off another Michigan loss if it ensured a championship win?
Sure.
That's so weird, though.
I would not, though.
Right. You want both. You want both.
I want both. Honestly, I would take a victory against Michigan. Can we just beat the team up north?
That would be 6 in a row, right?
Oh, it would be 6 in a row.
That's crazy.
It's crazy after the dominance that we had, previously. So
get back. They get
look,
back.
I am confident. I'm measured. I want to get through the next couple of weeks with the offense performing explosively like we're used to, and the defense maintaining where they're at, and then let's go into Michigan and win by 50. That'll be great.
There it is. That's the formula right there. I hope Ryan Day was
And
listening.
by the way, my wife has been pinging me the entire time.
Yeah.
She said it wasn't my mom that gathered all the newspaper clippings. It was a cheerleader.
Oh,
and so
he tried to get away with one.
No.
He tried to get away.
No. So it is my mom. You were assigned a cheerleader your senior year, and she had the scrapbook as well. But there is multiple scrapbooks in there with newspaper clippings.
Okay, just to clarify. Yeah. I believe your wife. I believe her. Yeah. She's pretty good about these things. Good seeing you, man. We'll catch you next week for more Who Missed the Cut. And
CCAP ping me. We'll link up in Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah, Jacksonville this weekend. Theoretically speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Brought to you by FDOT.
Hey, Steph Prince here, General Manager of ESPN West Palm, to tell you about a team that has meant a lot to me and this community for a long time. Bob and the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning have been helping me stay cool for years, whether at home or in the office. And living in South Florida with 3 kids, I don't know what I'd do without them. Family owned and operated, serving Royal Palm Beach and beyond since 1980. Let the knowledgeable and trained team at Bradley help you with your residential and commercial needs, installation, repair, seasonal maintenance, upgrades of all makes and styles and models of HVAC equipment, and so much more. Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning does things right the first time and makes the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps you cool. Give them a call at 561-793-7497 That's 561-793-7497 or BradleyAir.com. Any need, big or small, trust the amazing team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning.
Whether it's a clutch touchdown pass, a game-winning dunk, or an impressive dash to the finish, we want to highlight the best performance of the week. The winning performance will receive $500 courtesy of Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Catch the biggest moments and winners all season long on ESPN 106.3 and ESPN West Palm Play. Nominate them today by emailing highschool@espnwestpalm.com. Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Welcome to being treated like a pro.
Gators fans, there are only 2 more chances to catch Florida football live in the Swamp this season. Join us for Military Appreciation Day versus Tennessee on November 22nd and Florida State for Senior Day on November 29th. Visit FloridaGators.com to get your tickets today. Go Gators!
What would you do with an extra $700? You can earn up to $700 per year with Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union. Boost Checking pays 7.0 annual percentage yield on balances up to $10,000. That's up to $700 extra to do what you love. Boost Checking from Flagler Credit Union. Requirements apply to earn the highest dividend rates. Limit 1 checking account per membership. Dividend rates and annual percentage yield subject to change. Business accounts do not qualify. Insured by NCUA, proud partner of Florida Atlantic University Athletics.
The PGA Tour is back in Palm Beach. The Cognizant Classic returns February 25th through March 1st to the Champion Course at PGA National Resort and Spa. Be here to watch PGA Tour players take on the Bear Trap, one of the toughest stretches in golf, while enjoying elevated fan activities around every corner. Experience the energy with your friends and take in the excitement of this can't-miss event. Tickets are on sale now at thecognizantclassic.com.
Kaiser University's flagship campus. The 100-acre residential campus at 2600 North Military Trail in West Palm Beach extends Kaiser University's educational offerings to over 100 degrees. Kaiser University also has an athletic program with 26 national championships, including back-to-back-to-back lacrosse titles, and they just won their first ever national championship for men's tennis. Visit KUSeahawks.com for the latest on the championship flagship campus of Kaiser University.
Hey, it's Theo, and let's be real, moving sucks. Boxes, packing, all that stress, who's got time for it? That's why there's Safebound Moving and Storage. We handle everything. Whether you're moving local or long distance, we offer a headache-free experience, just the way moving should be. Get your free quote today at safeboundmoving.com, because every move should feel safe with Safebound.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Robinhood, the official jersey patch partner of the Miami Heat. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
The countdown to kickoff is on, and the road to the national championship runs through Miami. Don't miss the ultimate New Year's Day celebration. The college football playoff quarterfinal at the Capital One Orange Bowl kicks off at Hard Rock Stadium on Thursday, January 1st at noon. The Capital One Orange Bowl. History happens here. For tickets, visit orangebowl.org.
Ready to take on any terrain? The all-new 2025 Defender 110 P300S is here. Built for those who crave adventure without compromising on luxury. Lease the powerful 2025 Defender 110 P300S for just $849 per month for 36 months. Whether you're tackling the toughest roads or cruising the city, the Defender is ready for it all. Don't wait. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and experience the Defender like never before. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
My leg! My leg! I am not angry. I am in pain. My leg!
Time now for an injury report.
My head and torso! Wow, that's crazy. They hit me everywhere except my legs!
Presented by Baptist Health Orthopedic Care. Go where the pros go.
My leg!
This via Adam Schefter on Twitter. Ravens head coach John Harbaugh said quarterback Lamar Jackson, who missed some practice time this week due to a sore knee, is a, quote, full go for Sunday's game against the Browns. The Ravens had a bit of a scare, but don't you worry, Lamar Jackson will be there. That is your Baptist Health Orthopedic Care injury report. Lamar is back in the 8 to help them win. And Baptist Health Orthopedic Care, if you don't know, now you do. BaptistHealth.net/ortho. That's the place that welcomes you to being treated like a pro. BaptistHealth.net/ortho. You can step into pro-level orthopedic care at Baptist Health. From the weekend warriors to the seasoned pros, our all-pro team delivers the advanced care that you deserve. I don't care if it's golf, ping pong, padel, billiards, what's the one with the racquetball, badminton,
squash,
cricket.
Maybe you're playing hopscotch.
Actually, you know what? If you're playing cricket, you should stop. Pick a different sport. I'm not big on the cricket. I don't understand it yet. But what I will tell you is no matter what sport that you love, what hobby that you are into, if injuries are the thing that are derailing you and not my overall disinterest, Baptist Health Orthopedic Care can be there for you. Learn more at BaptistHealth.net/ortho. That's BaptistHealth.net/ortho. You can get back to doing what you love most. Learn more at BaptistHealth.net/ortho. Pro-level orthopedic care. My words, man. Getting all tongue-tied these days.
It's okay. You only have 5 minutes and 20 seconds to get through before you're home free for the weekend.
Wow.
You said
you're going to be
you're in Minneapolis this weekend?
Yeah, I'm in Minneapolis, man. I got to check out the Bears. The Bears. I'm at the bank.
I root for the Bears. I do like the Bears.
I do too.
I'm afraid that the Bears might be a paper tiger.
Why?
Their wins aren't that impressive, are they? It's just that they have wins, and we're not used to the Bears being above 500 this late into the season.
They are 6-3. They could be a bit of fool's gold, but I will say the biggest difference I see with the Bears this year is the competence of the offense. And as long as they have that, you can at least feel solid about the trajectory of the team. I don't think they're a playoff contender. I don't think they're a team that's going to run deep. But I will say they're going to be good. And the Vikings don't scare me that much.
Their best win was that somehow not a literal football Hail Mary, but a prayer answered against the Bengals in that crazy game.
Yeah.
Or another prayer answered with a late fumble from the Commanders in that Monday Night Football game. I don't know. They
got the blowout of the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying – here's the thing with the Bears, though. There's many teams that are like that this year. I think they're right in that same category. Like, do I think that the Patriots are better than the Bears? No, I think they're in the same conversation.
Really?
I really think the Bears,
you think
the
Patriots
are the Broncos, they're all right there in the same conversation where they have not that impressive of wins, but they're really good.
I don't know. The Patriots have shown us much more. At this point of the season,
they're moving. They have things moving. They have some moving and shaking going. But you know what? If they were literally moving, Safebound Moving and Storage would be who they would need to call. Safeboundmoving.com. Because literally, you are safe with Safebound. No matter how you feel about your move, the first step is safeboundmoving.com. Get the pros on the job. They are a trained team of experts. They are family-owned. They are based in West Palm Beach. And guess what? Best of all, they serve the whole state. And not just here. They serve the whole state, whether you're moving into Florida, out of Florida, or within the state lines. Safebound Moving and Storage is the people, the good people to tap in with. All right? They got Safebound Luxury, expert team in art handling, special event moving, a little luxury retail if you need that. High-end residential, they got all of that. Safebound Luxury. Their services have you covered as well. You're safe with Safebound. Safebound Moving and Storage. Tap in with the good people. Don't try and move on your own. You're going to want to use their services. It's rough. It's rough doing it on your own. The Patriots are going to find that out the hard way as well. And when they play tougher teams down the stretch, it's tough.
So you're going to that game.
Tough.
The Vikings-Bears game. I've got an NFL game that I'm going to. It's like we're back in our NFL Network reporting days.
Yeah.
Remember when me and you did that?
Assigned, yeah. We'll go for NFL Network and we just went places? Yeah.
I'm going to Jacksonville to watch the Chargers-Jags game on Sunday. I'm actually very excited for that game. Like, it could have been a whole lot worse in terms of a random weekend. I'm going to be in Jacksonville and the Jaguars in town. I'm interested to see Harbaugh and Herbert.
Playoff rematch?
Sure.
No Travis Hunter.
No, that does stink.
Yeah.
But the 4 o'clock window and Sunday Night Football are really good this week. So I don't feel guilty going to a 1 o'clock game and not being able to keep real tabs on everything else going on around the league.
Are you you're not going with Jaguars fans, right?
No.
Okay. I'm going with a bunch of Bears fans, and it's my wife's dad and a lot of his brothers and close friends, and they're all Bears fans, and they've been threatening me that I have to wear Bears gear.
Ooh.
Yeah. Not sure how I'm going to handle that. I told him I might wear Chicago gear, and he's taking care of my tickets to that game.
Oh, you got to wear the Bears gear.
That's what I'm saying. I was stuck in this position before where I went to a Saints game with some cousins, and they were like, we're paying for your tickets. You're wearing the Saints shirt, and I wore it. They were also really bigger than me.
I do have a pretty cool event coming up a week from today.
What's up?
Just so you know. Before we get out the door,
talk to me.
Everyone should know about this. It's an unforgettable night in Palm Beach Gardens, right up the road from us, maybe down the road from you. The inaugural Boston Common Golf Tea Party presented by Comcast Business, happening Friday, November 21st, inside the SoFi Center. Yeah, that's where TGL is.
Yeah.
It's not your average golf event. Nyla Horan from One Direction, Noah Khan, massive pop stars. They're ambassadors for Boston Common Golf, and they're going head-to-head in a 9-hole TGL-style match. Joining the fun, the guys over at Good Good Golf, Garrett Clark, Matt Scharf, Sean Walsh, and Brad Dahlke, the champion of the Internet Invitational. As we learned last night, they're changing everything about golf. They're going to be there. Bubby and Mo, also in the Internet Invitational, they're going to be there too to co-host the night. It's golf like you've never seen it before. Fast, fun, full of surprises. BostonCommonGolf.com/Tea Party. BostonCommonGolf.com/TEE Party. It's Boston Common Golf Tea Party presented by Comcast Business.
Not to be confused with that Tea Party.
Correct.
The one that C-Cat thought people were getting massacred.
Yeah, I had that wrong.
Go in love, go in peace, go in joy.
Hey, Steph Prince here, General Manager of ESPN West Palm, to tell you about a team that has meant a lot to me and this community for a long time. Bob and the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning have been helping me stay cool for years, whether at home or in the office. And living in